During jury selection in a civil lawsuit here in New York, do I have the opportunity to tell these potential jurors what this case is about and give them a mini opening and tell them what the evidence is going to show? You want to know the answer? Come join me as I open your eyes and I give you an inside look at what really occurs during jury selection. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, it might be an accident case, it might be a medical malpractice case, it might be a wrongful death case. And now we can't resolve the issues. Your case is going on for 2 years. The judge says, go to trial. And now we're at trial. We're picking a jury. People of the community who now are trying to tell us that they can be fair and impartial. Do I have an opportunity during the course of jury selection to tell these jurors, number one, what this case is about, number two, what evidence they can expect to hear, and really give them a mini opening argument about what's going to happen in the next day or two? The answer is yes and no. Let me tell you what I mean. I have the opportunity, in fact, I have an obligation, to tell these jurors a little bit about what the case involves. But remember, the jury selection room is not the opportunity for me to try my case. There's no judge present, there's no evidence being admitted, there's no testimony being taken. And because of that, it's not the ideal opportunity and it's not the right place for me to go ahead and give a mini opening argument about what we intend to show during the course of trial. However, I will explain to the jury, let's say in a medical malpractice case, ladies and gentlemen, this case involves a woman who went into this particular hospital, and it is our claim that the doctors and the hospital staff violated the basic standards of medical care, causing her significant harm and injury. And now we have an opportunity to ask you certain questions to determine whether or not you are the right juror for this particular case. It's as if you're applying for a job. That's really what you're doing. You're coming in here saying, listen, I don't have any biases, I don't have any prejudices, I'd like to be a member of this jury to decide whether or not you and your client are able to show that you are more likely right than wrong, that you're entitled to a verdict in your favor. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, if I were to ask anybody in the room, hey, by the way, is anybody here biased or prejudiced? Nobody's going to raise their hand. But instead, there are certain questions I can ask. I might ask a question like this: Mr. Jones, are you a little closer to the people who believe that doctors can do no wrong? So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an inside look at what goes on during jury selection in these civil lawsuits. You know, I understand and recognize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.